Fine, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. Today we will discuss about uniform motion in straight line. Are you ready?
Ready.
Very good. Before we start our discuss, let's open our study by saying basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Anyway, I want to know the students who are present and absent today. I will call you one by one and you can speak present, okay? Azhar,
Present, Miss.
Nada,
Present, Miss.
Zul,
Present, Miss.
Soleh,
Present, Miss.
Febri,
Present.
Muna,
Present.
Tari,
Present.
and Dinda. Okay, everyone present. I want to give a little introduction so that we can be more effective in learning physics. First, I want you to change your mindset that physics is difficult. You change it to physics is easy. So, good willing you will be enthusiastic in learning physics and it will be easy to understand. Second, please focus during learning only on the material presented. Hopefully, with these two things, the learning of this material will be comfortable. Okay, everybody, we will discuss about uniform motion in a straight line, where the purpose of this material is to know the terms that exist in uniform motion in straight line material, be able to calculate distance, speed, acceleration, and travel time in certain circumstances, and be able to implement this material in everyday life. Okay, let's start to the material. Uniform motion in a straight line. What do you think about uniform motion in a straight line?
Velocity in a straight line.
Okay, good.
Acceleration.
Very good.
Car driving on the road.
A car
Yes.
that is moving on the road at speed.
Okay, good. Uniform motion in a straight line is the motion of an object in a straight line with constant acceleration. Okay, next, a development of uniform linear motion. In uniform linear motion, the velocity of the object remains constant, but there is no acceleration, while the uniform motion in a straight line has acceleration. The concept of uniform motion in a straight line is a phenomenon of objects moving in a straight line and having a constant or fixed acceleration. Uniformly changing straight motion has the main characteristic that from time to time the object's velocity changes. The longer, the faster or slower. So every movement of objects from time to time will go through a deceleration or acceleration. Okay, next about terms. There are some terms. For the next, we must be able to distinguish between the two differences. First, displacement and distance. Displacement is a vector quantity, so it can be positive or negative. The speed of a moving object represents the distance traveled by the object unit times regardless of which direction the object is moving. Meanwhile, distance is the total length of the path traveled by an object in a certain time interval. Second, the difference between velocity and speed. Difference is velocity is the displacement traveled unit time, while speed is defined as the distance traveled unit time. Third, the difference between acceleration and deceleration. Acceleration means the movement of a stationary object becomes moving either at a rate or slowly, while deceleration is a stop or reduction in the rate of a moving object becoming stationary. Okay, next, the formula is uniform motion in a straight line. First, formula final velocity is Vt equal to V0 plus A times t, where Vt is final velocity, V0 is initial velocity, A is acceleration, t is time. The second formula is formula mileage. The formula mileage is S equal to V0 times T plus half times A times T squared. S is mileage, T is time, A is acceleration, and T is time, where V0 is initial velocity. Okay, the third formula is acceleration. The formula is acceleration, A equal to Vt V0, like in presented. I have not when A acceleration, so have positive if A deceleration negative. Next characteristic. The trajectory of an object's motion is a straight line. The object is moving with constant acceleration. The velocity of the object changes regularly, both up and down speed velocity until the time lapse forms an up or down sloping graph. For the next is type. Uniform motion in straight line have type if added velocity, so have acceleration, and if reduced velocity is deceleration. The influence of both is velocity. Okay, I have problem example for this material. First, a ball is initially at rest on a smooth floor, then the ball is pushed so that it has an acceleration over meter divided as square. Find the velocity of the ball after moving for 8 seconds. Okay, for the first, we write noun. Noun of is V0, A, and T. What is us? The us is Vt. Okay, move to answer. Vt equal to V0 plus A times T. Vt equal to 0, 4 times 8. So the speed of the ball after moving 8 seconds is 32 meter divided second. Okay, second. At first, Mr. Tano rode a motorbike at a constant speed of 40 meter divided second. Suddenly, the motor brakes so that it decelerates by 20 meter divided second square. How far does the car travel until it stops? Okay, usually we write now. V0 is 40 meter divided second, Vt is 0, A is negative 20 meter second. Negative. S is S or mileage. Vt equal to V0 plus A times T. So the distance traveled by the motor to stop is 40 meters. Okay, this is there are not. Why negative? Because this is cases have decelerated. I have pearls from this material. The pearls is inside the uniform motion in straight line. There is a very demanding process to climb up, but be assured that the process out that makes us beautiful. Okay, everybody, up here, any question?
Me, Miss.
Okay, please, Azhar.
How about it, Miss? An example of applying this material in daily life.
Okay, thanks for your question, Azhar, and good question. Before I answer Azhar's question, are there any children here who can answer Azhar's question first?
Me, Miss.
Okay, Dinda.
A vehicle that accelerates its speed, Mom.
Good, Dinda. So actually, in everyday life, we answer many uniform motion in straight line phenomena. For example, one of them is what Tinda mentioned earlier. This idea is that there are also balls that are thrown upward, apples that fall from the tree, kicking the ball horizontally, stopping the ball from rolling. People sitting on snowboards, like that, Azhar.
Okay, Miss, I understand and thank you, Miss and friends.
You're welcome, Azhar. Any question again?
No, Mom.
Miss.
Okay, if there are no more questions, conclusion in today's lesson is that an object performs uniform motion in straight line if its acceleration is always constant, where acceleration is vector quantity, a quantity that has both magnitude and direction. Constant acceleration means that the magnitude and direction of the acceleration are constant at all times. Hopefully the children can all understand the material we have discussed today. Let's close today's lesson by saying Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Thank you for your attention. Hopefully we can meet again another time. Amin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.